Hey there guys, I'm back with another update of my Rainbow Eucalyptus trees. As you can see, they've been replanted, all except this little guy, out of their original party cups. And I have them in fabric pots, and I mostly bottom water and try to keep them pretty wet. Once they were germinated and growing, these things really did quite well. And they're pretty big, as you can see. Let me see if I can get my arm in here with it. Get all the way into the soil level right here. So pretty good size. That's not one of the biggest ones. That doesn't look good. Who are you guys? Get off of there. I don't know what those were, but they had to go. This was one of the smaller ones also, and it still is, but it does finally have like a nice shoot coming up. Oh, I smell dill. This yard has wild dill growing in it. Doesn't have a lot of leaf, but it's very pungent. There you have it, wild dill. Well, I should say feral. It's not wild. But these trees are still beautiful. I want to come over here. This one is exploding with growth again. As you can see here, the leaves have an amazing color, kind of burgundy when they first start, and they turn green, but like a lot of eucalyptus still have red venation. I really like that. It's really, really pretty. Even though these, of course, are too young to have striped and color-changing bark. They don't have any bark at all. They do have a very colorful stem that is interesting and not uniform in color. They're still very interesting, and you can kind of tell that one day, if they get that big, they'll definitely show that beautiful classic colors. And I don't think those include blues and purples. I think it's the reds, greens, orange, and yellows. But I just love these. And they'll probably spend the winter indoors or drugging in and out. Anyway, these are beautiful, and hopefully one or two of them are standout winners. I'll probably plant 3 at least, and then I might sell the other 3, or at least the larger of the 2. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I'm kind of greedy. I mean, I grew these from seeds that were practically microscopic. It was really cool. You could see the little white baby roots in at least a couple of pictures I got of the same germinating seed. It was rooting into a piece of perlite, a little bitty piece of perlite. This is kind of what I was talking about. I have some better pictures, but these are the trees. And I would have had better germination rates or survival rates. I had plenty of germination. I would have had better survival rates, but I don't think I knew to keep them moist enough. Once I started increasing the amount of water and how I was watering them, they really took off. And if I put them outside sooner and actually put them in more direct sun, they probably would even do better. But I was a little nervous that I would mess them up. I don't know why it mattered. I have more seeds. But once I grow them, I get pretty attached to them, as silly as that sounds. Well, I don't know if you could see this or not. There is a bit of leaf damage. I think 1 or 2 of the nights a couple weeks ago, or maybe just one night, was a little bit cold, and it was a little too cold. Oh wow, I just noticed this one is developing bark, maybe? Hopefully that's not disease on its trunk. I don't think so. Kind of almost has the shaggy, woody, it helps if I focus on the tree, shaggy, woody bark. I think that's the beginning of bark. Let's walk around and look closer. I definitely think it is. Let's see if I can get in here. I don't know if you can see, but it's actually like peely bark. And that is very interesting. It's really hard to see, but it is rough and loose to the touch and papery and bark-like. It's very cool and a sign of good things to come, evidently. I'm extremely happy with this. Wow. That's the first sign that they're actually trees. How fascinating. Now, I have primarily kept these moist because they're from Malaysia, even though they are the only eucalyptuses, from what I understand, that are native to the northern hemisphere. It's not very far into the northern hemisphere. And I'm pretty sure they grow in moist, boggy areas. I think they can handle, as long as they don't dry out, like they get regular water, I think they can handle Arizona pretty well once they get bigger. But while they're young, I'll indulge them. Don't be afraid to try and buy some seeds and grow them yourselves. These guys just grew under fluorescent shop lights in my spare bedroom. I misted them and bought, it was the investment in everything. It was $2.50 for the seeds. It was probably $3 for a little bag of starter mix. I had the party cups, but those are, I want to say, $1.99 for a big old pack. And then I had a mist bottle. But even if you had to buy a tiny mister bottle, that's not that much money. I set the cups in some saucers. I should have done that from the start, moistened the soil, and then kept it moist by bottom watering and then also top misting twice a day. That seemed to do the trick. I took the humidity dome off even maybe a little too fast and lost a lot of seedlings. So next time I would keep the plastic on the top of the cups longer, and then when I took it off, I would probably mist 2 or 3 times a day. But either way, I had survivors, they're thriving, and I can easily say, don't spend $150 on a tiny sapling. Just grow them yourself. They're super fast growing. They're so fast growing that in Malaysia and stuff, they're used for paper. Yeah, these beautiful trees, they just grow them fast and turn them into paper. So don't be afraid. They're fun. They're tons of fun and they're beautiful. Tradewind Fruits is where I got them. If you can find them in stock, I highly recommend. I've never had any problems with them. I'm not sponsored. I don't have any affiliation with them. They don't even know who I am. I'm just another customer that's bought maybe a half a dozen packet of seeds. But I've been thrilled with each and every one, and these trees were exactly as advertised. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.